going? Alright, it is going. Yo, what's up? This is Jermz from Jermz Boxing, aka Jermsterdam is the boxing prophet. Okay, it's been a minute since I've let you guys know what I was thinking, because you know, life catches up to you and it slows you down whenever you want to do some side stuff. Okay, I wanted to talk about some fights that had just passed, that just happened. I wanted to tell you what I thought about it. First of all, heavyweight division. That one guy, Robert Helenius, whatever the hell you pronounce his name. I would say it's been a while since I looked and find a heavyweight worth following. When the Klitschko brothers, before Vladimir or Vitaly were actually, you know, famous here, before they blew up back in 2001, 2000, I forgot what year it was. I would follow them when they were youngsters. You know, I was even younger myself, but something told me that they were going to be both champions at the same time, that they would be great. Not like Muhammad Ali great, but great compared to any other heavyweight right now. One thing, solid thing that made me say that I never see in all these other up-and-comers, like no Calvin Brock, no Sam Peter, none of these new guys that, well, not new, they weren't new now, but they were, when they were new, people made a big hype about them. They were hyping up like the next American Hope or whatever. Fundamentals, solid fundamentals is what you need. That's all you needed. The whole jab, the 1-2, the whole. It's just the basics. The Klitschko brothers are solid with their basics. So when you're hurt, staggering or whatever, and you always jump to the basics, then that's gonna be always gonna be your fundamentals. A lot of people, their fundamentals is just straight brawling, and brawling gets dissected by fundamentals. Okay, Helenius, Robert Helenius. When I saw him fight Layman Brewster, I was like, damn, man. Okay, well, I guess it's not fair, since Layman Brewster was freaking blind from one eye, freaking belting him, beating the shit out of him. All right, but when he did that to Sam Peter, I was like, holy shit. See, he murdered Sam Peter, and I think that this guy is gonna be somebody to reckon with. Okay, that's out of the way. Another fight I wanted to talk about was the Segura rematch with Calderon. Knocked out Calderon in 3 rounds. I saw the fight. He didn't knock him out. He kind of like, Calderon just gave up. He said, fuck it. He went down on a knee by a body shot and a little hook to the head, and he didn't even try to get out. He just stayed down there. It was an explosive knockout, but you could tell Calderon's already over. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. But this prediction video right here is about ANDRE BERTO versus Victor Ortiz and Maidana versus Morales. Okay. Morales, Maidana. This is gonna be a suicide for Morales. I thought Eric Morales was gonna do that. Who did we think he was gonna fight? Juan Manuel Marquez? Is that who we thought he was gonna? It doesn't matter, because he's gonna go up against Maidana. Okay, first of all, Morales is a straight boxer puncher first sometimes. I mean, boxer first, puncher right next to it. You see, Eric Morales is a lot more hittable right now than he used to be. But the tomato cans that he's been brawling with, they would touch Eric Morales too. And this is the end of Eric Morales. Maidana is too much of a beast for Eric Morales. This is it. That's it. Eric Morales, I don't even know how I would have doubted if he knocks out Morales in round 3. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. This is gonna be, I think, worse. It's kind of like similar to when Pacquiao was beating the shit out of Morales, but it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look like Spinks Ali fight. It's gonna look ridiculous. Maidana, the first round's gonna be cool. Woo! We're gonna be cheering for Morales because he's gonna do some things. It's gonna make us remember why the hell did we love this motherfucker in the first place. But round 2, Morales is gonna feel that boom, clubbing overhand right, and then the left, and then the right, and then in round 3 or 4. That's it. that's it. That's gonna be the end right there. And I believe that Morales doesn't have anything what it takes to actually pull this one off. But that's not even here or there. But shit happens. Shit can happen anytime. You know, puncher's chance. Morales doesn't have that. I mean, if anything, hold on. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, I'm recording something. I'll hit you right now. But what's it called? So, anyways, like I was saying, Morales will have to depend a lot on his heart. He would have to depend a lot on footwork, which he doesn't have. He would have to depend a lot of footwork to beat Maidana. You have to have footwork. You have to circle around, and Morales is not gonna try to outbox Maidana. He's not gonna do that. Trust me, he's not going to do that. He's gonna try to brawl it out. He's gonna try to do that. He's gonna try to go get in and get that one little overhand right. It's not gonna happen. Well, because Maidana Maidana can take a punch. Morales can, but he's not gonna take Maidana's punch. So that said, that's already a quickie right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll get that weed for you. So, anyways, poor Morales. Everybody's gonna wonder why. You know, he was a part of some great epic trilogies, because he's gonna look stupid that night. So whatever. I don't know why he took that fight. I mean, come on, I give him that much. He knows he's gonna lose. I mean, it's just like kamikaze shit right there, man. I mean, he should. Oh well, what am I gonna do? Fight his fights. Anyways, go to the next one. I want to talk about Andre Berto versus Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz, Andre Berto. Okay, now this one was a tricky one. I had to really break it down mathematically. Okay, now first of all, the first thing I was gonna say was gonna be, okay, well maybe Andre Berto's gonna win, because you see, I was comparing a lot of the Maidana Ortiz fight to what I think the Berto Ortiz fight would look like. And obviously that was a mistake. I thought that Berto had that frustrating style, the box inside, you know, hug you, you know, smother the shit out of you, and then, you know, ultimately discourage the next guy. And the thing is, when I saw Victor Ortiz fight Maidana, I saw the one thing of Victor Ortiz that I didn't think I wanted to see for the rest of my life. I saw the real side of him. The balls-less side. What does that mean? I mean the Victor Ortiz is like a delicate soldier. Yeah, he'll run into the battlefield, bullets blazing, bombs away, bam, 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 but then somebody shoots him in the ankle, and oh my god! But basically, Victor Ortiz is solid. It's solid. When he went up against Maidana would chuck those overhands, hurt Ortiz, and Ortiz was just so discouraged. He just wanted to quit, and then he's like, I didn't want to get punched like this. Like, come on, man, you get punched like this. You're a fighter. You gotta get punched like this. If your eye is shut like freaking Quasimodo, you gotta remember you're a fighter, not a freaking tennis ball player. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I didn't like that about Ortiz. So to me, I always thought that Ortiz had a shaky heart. And yes, he does have a shaky heart. That proved it right there. However, Berto is not that dynamic per se, as we can say. With Berto, you see, the one thing that keeps going back is that the thing that I keep going back with Berto is when he fought Cosme Rivera. Cosme Rivera dropped his ass with one little uppercut. And Cosme Rivera was actually stepping back, accidentally put himself in a southpaw position, and then lifted that left uppercut and actually landed square on Ortiz. And I was like, whoa. If Berto, if Ortiz out of that left hand stance can actually land that left uppercut, I think he can do it. But I think Ortiz was right-handed, so doesn't have a natural heavy backhand. So that's out of the question. Shit, you see, that's what I'm talking about. This fight was really hard for me to break down. Because I can see Berto try to muscle up Ortiz, and I can see Ortiz catching him with. But you have to be a puncher like Maidana to take Ortiz out of his game. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna go with. it had to do with the bullets that Maidana was putting into Ortiz's head. I think that's what was making him discouraged. And our Berto doesn't have those kind of bullets like Maidana does. He doesn't have those Charlie horses. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have those deadheads. He doesn't have those bombs to take someone like Ortiz out. Okay, so maybe I'm looking at it a little clearer. Andre Berto's a little sloppy when he gets inside in the later rounds. He gets kind of like Sugar Shane Mosley, kind of like starts holding him up. Okay, so and Victor Ortiz hopefully can keep his composure, and hopefully he can land those straights, land those hooks, that left hand stance. Hopefully he can be a little more how do you call it? Just basically he can really pull the trigger on Andre Berto, because Andre Berto does have that style that does discourage you. Okay, so, and a lot of people asking like, oh, you're gonna get the fight, you're gonna get the fight. Well, I'm talking about the Maidana and the Morales one. I said, yeah, I mean, why not? Because everybody's all wondering, well, you're not gonna pay all that much for that fight. I'm looking at it more like this. I'm looking at a sacrificial lamb in progress. Alright, whatever, you know, gonna last time see Morales walk down the aisle, and the undercard's not that bad either. You know, you got Paulie Malignaggi fighting Miguel Cotto's brother. I mean, he couldn't beat Cotto, so he's gonna slap the crap out of the young brother. You have, you know, Nate Campbell being a stepping stone for one of the first times in a long time against Danny Garcia. I think Garcia is an undefeated guy. I've only seen him once when he knocked out Arnaudi's, which is pretty good because that guy's pretty hard to knock out. Except Ortiz did that once, but you know what I'm saying? It's not that bad. Or the, you know, Robert Guerrero and Michael Katsidis. You know, even though Katsidis was going to be too much for my local hero Guerrero, but yeah, I think that Ortiz has what it takes to beat Berto. I know he does have what it takes, but I always lean towards Berto on this one. I always lean towards Berto. So okay, so I'm gonna just make the prediction right now. Who's gonna win? Oh, who's gonna win? I keep saying Berto. I keep seeing Berto win, even though it might not be the same way that that Maidana beat Ortiz. I just keep seeing Berto win. My mouth wants to say Ortiz. I keep wanting to say Victor Ortiz. I want to say Victor Ortiz. I do, because that's my dog right there. But Andre Berto keeps jumping out. It keeps jumping out. It keeps jumping out. I don't think Ortiz can hurt Berto. Berto is gonna win. Maidana's gonna win. Paulinagi's gonna win. Danny Garcia's gonna win. And Michael Katsidis is gonna win. All those predictions, they're all gonna line up. Watch. You watch, alright? So, damn. That's a long one right there. So, well, yeah, I got like all these predictions in this video. Just go back and forth and just check it out or whatever. I'm kidding. So, this is Jermz1. Subscribe. And I'm going to be letting you guys know about the future fights, okay? So, up next, I think it might be the Super 6. I mean the Super 6 tournament. So, yeah, we'll do that there, okay? Jermz Boxing. Bada boom, bada bing. I'm out.